G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. Follow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got some.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and the focus of this one is on Odell Beckham Jr. on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Packers and the Bears on EA Sports.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 27, Walker.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Those defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Big strides, look at him go.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Walker.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Walker, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Packers pick it up, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right.
And Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Walker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Watson. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
26.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covey was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. It also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He finds Watson complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's the option going left on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down throw for Walker. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Walker now. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Here's Walker.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And again, back to Komet.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And Walker now to throw on first down.
Looking deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Walker.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Walker. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here we go, Jack.
To throw again on 2nd down. Walker.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, you block over here. Hey.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers now on first down.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll decide to keep this once more. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spells it for a small gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
50. Hey, you want 88, 88, 88. Go.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Rodgers again now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Crosby with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Walker, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Walker's throw complete there to Moore.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Working out of the gun here, Walker. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Bears. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos with the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hey, 26. Plant. Over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Go to 50. Hey, you block. Hey, 88.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Walker Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing after the interception, Walker.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To throw is Walker. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On second and very short, Walker.
There's Mooney with another catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Walker.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Now Walker. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Flush to his, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.